Live from the only state that made a governorship election look like a presidential election. My name is Mercy Babajide, and you have to give it up to the citizens of Osun State for being fearless and recording 42% voter turnout in the just concluded election. Well, despite alleged threats and killings that marred the electoral campaign and the build-up to this election. The recent election, which of course had the entire country on the screens, won by Governor Ademola Adeleke, who of course is the re-elected governor and is going to be the governor for another 4 years. Now, the recent election was, of course, the entire world rather on the screens. And then let's talk about this election. We can talk about this election without talking about the major force, which is none other than Davido. Is popularly known as Davido, but then his name is David Adeleke. Is known as Chima's husband, a global superstar, nephew to the re-elected governor of Osun State, the unexpected nightmare to the opposition party, according to some people. Well, Davido in recent weeks has showed that social media shouldn't and cannot be underrated. And as the battle for Osun State was not just fought on the streets of Osogbo, it wasn't fought in just Ede, Iwo, or Elisha. It was fought on the streets of Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. And this was brought to life by none other than Davido. Hi, good afternoon.
Thank you so much.
How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Well, everybody has said the first question I must ask you is, how is Choma?
She's fine.
Because she's not just your lover, she's our lover.
Yeah.
Is she good?
She's good, yeah.
Okay, all right. Our regards to her. And now let's talk about elections. You were a major force in this election, using the social media, of course, as a powerful, powerful tool. Some persons are asking, do you think this further put all of the stakeholders in check, rather? Because, of course, one moment I'm seeing your tweets, the next minute I'm seeing Instagram.
Yeah.
Do you think this further helped put most of the stakeholders in check?
Definitely. I don't think... when was the last time... First of all, you have to look at it like this.
Okay.
Leading up to this, a year, 2 years ago, 2 years into my uncle's administration, you know what I'm saying, we're building roads, we're building flyovers, the people are happy, we're paying salaries on time. Like, they've never seen this kind of administration before. You know what I'm saying? So, I never had in doubt once that we're not going to win. Okay. That was 2 years ago. Very confident. 2 years ago. 6 months ago. I started hearing things that more. These people are coming. You know, I have a lot of friends in the opposition party as well.
Okay.
You know, very close friends. And as they just started, they'll be playing with me. Will they come? Then before you know it, Osun becomes a war zone. Literally. You know what I'm saying? Before I came for the last rallies that I stayed for before I traveled to London,
okay.
When I was leaving my house in Atlanta, I looked at my twins and said, God, please let this not be the last time I see them. Because I felt like I was going for a war. You know what I'm saying? You're killing people every day. You know, you're freezing our accounts. You're taking us to court. What didn't they do? Do you understand? You're talking about a sitting governor. You know? So, you know, it just got to a point where it was clear that these people were ready to do anything to snatch it and take it back. You know? So, like I did in 2022, I followed them bumper to bumper. Do you understand?
Yeah, I get that.
All my social medias together, the 3 I used, together, I reach about almost 70 million people. If I do like this, that's 70 million people. Do you understand? So I know the power that I have, not only on ground, but online. And the good thing about this election, it showed me that there are still good people in this world. Because I'll tell you for a fact, many people in APC wanted us to win.
Oh, that's a surprise.
They can't come out and say it. Because sometimes you are still human. Like, you get where you go reach, where you say go tire for the evilness that people around you are doing. A lot of people in INEC that had collected money were DMing me. Davido, I'm your biggest fan. I see, the messages from fans alone that worked in INEC, I can see more than 200 that I got from that week. Yeah, I love you so much, David. They've given us money, but because I love you so much, I will do this for you. Don't worry. We're going to tell you as we're going to do. Do you understand? Like, so it was a collective effort of people that wanted good governance to keep going for the people of Osun State. I know how many times I saw messages of people, oh, I haven't been in Osun in 10 years. I went to Osun and I can't even recognize the place. Do you understand? So it was just, and I just knew that if we had allowed these people take it, my family is well off, as you know. So it's not anything like, oh, we'll be missing money. We'll still enjoy our private jets. We still have our mansions. We'll still build our skyscrapers. And nothing will change. Just for the fact that maybe power will leave my uncle's hand. But then, what I was worried about the Osun people. The civil servants that are getting their full salary. I saw when Oyetola tweeted something, he was tweeting that day because he was running mad. When he tweeted something, somebody said, excuse me, sir, my grandparents died because you didn't pay their salary. Imagine something like that. Do you understand? Like, it got to a point where I was like, should we, like, is this what all this? But my father and my uncle were like, no, we need to fight. You know what I'm saying? Fight for this. There's nothing that they didn't throw at my family. Do you understand? Like, I was even hearing at a point, the president was like, leave this thing for these people. They love them there. Apparently, they are doing a great job. But Oyetola was just, no. Why no? You have a ministry, you are sitting in a ministry that generates billions of dollars. You never hear anything about Blue Marine, anything.
Sorry, I'd like to interject there.
Yeah.
You just mentioned about the fact that he is sitting on a ministry that is sitting on billions of dollars.
Yeah.
Well, it's alleged that they spent over 60-point-something billion naira for this election.
Can you imagine? No more than that. I just confirmed today.
Okay.
They spent 110 billion naira.
Wow.
I don't know where I'm coming from. I'm coming from somewhere where we had an insider that was sending us, if you see the cash that these people brought in. Hey, if they had gotten away with that election, Nigeria is finished. Because the blueprint will now be, for election is violence, only way is violence and money.
Money.
We didn't spend a dime on election day. All we could do is just pray that these people take their money and vote for us.
Well, now you peeped into my book because that was going to be my next question.
Okay.
Do you think it was a major collaboration between not just the fact that you tweeted, but yes, the people love the governor, but then we saw videos making rounds where people were saying, they said it in Yoruba, of course, they're saying, oh, we collected their money, but then we voted for them. So do you think it was a major collaboration between the people and, yes, your tweets were going round?
My checkmating INEC, because when the election started, the results were being uploaded every 30 minutes. You know, it's about 3,700 polling units that they upload there. When it got to 3-2, hey, 5 hours, And I already knew what was going on. They were trying to, oh, how are we going to manipulate? Okay, let's add, but when you are losing by 60 to 70,000 votes, it's kind of hard to manipulate that. Mm-hmm. And I heard the Senate president was trying to call the coalition center. And that is like my godfather, Akpabio.
But you already said
he was calling me. They were calling me to delete. I said, sir, sorry, I don't. Everybody, you guys have literally just gone against my uncle. Like, you know what I'm saying? You guys are seeing this man. I can't delete anything. My uncle Aliko called me to delete. I said, Uncle Aliko, I'm only deleting. Until INEC announced, I'm only deleting anything. Do you understand?
Okay.
Who else did they say was calling? Faleke. That one too retweeted me, was saying that I should focus on my music. Well, I said, well, politics is not a job. Do you understand? Yeah. So you are just to serve the people. So he said, focus on your, let us focus on our politics. See, that's the mentality. Let us focus on our politics. Well, and let me tell you, you guys are getting old. Now your children go suffer around. Mm. I'm telling you, now your children go suffer around. Like, it got to a point where it was the Osun people that were beating the people that were trying to seize. People are tired. And they should be very scared. And let me tell you something. My uncle should be an example to all other government officials, governors. Mm-hmm. When you stand by the people will stand by you. That's correct. Do you know what it is to beat people that have rigged in 400 and something thousand votes? 400 and something thousand votes. Don't be joking. I don't think Ekiti, the winner got what? Is it 200 or something? 200.
I was there live. I'm from Ekiti State, so don't even go there.
I don't try.
Don't go there. Okay, now let's talk serious business.
No. But how was your election day and Osun's election day was way different?
No, you remember my intro was Osun State election made it feel like it was presidential election.
And apart from that, like the people of Osun State, you guys don't know what you've done, not only for the states, mm-hmm.
For Nigeria.
But for Nigeria, you're giving Nigerians hope that, because if they are taking this one, I don't think there's hope for anything. Mm. Do you understand? Why can't there be different parties in different states? The people should be able to choose who they want. It's only fair. And with all odds against us, my uncle came out triumphant. And it just proves to me that God is real. You know, my dad did a speech the other day. It's everywhere. Mm-hmm. And he said, play it for you, Tola. Play it for him. Play it for him.
Okay.
And he was saying how they brought everything against us, and it got to a point where it was too much. He started praying for his brother 7 times a day, fasting, because it had gotten to a point where, not that we don't have the money to buy votes, but that is not. If you are buying votes, it's because you know you are going to, when you enter, all the money you spent, you are going to steal it back. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you understand? So for us, that our plan is to develop. Why buy votes when we're not going there to steal any money? You know what I'm saying? And mm-hmm. What we banked on was God and the will of the people. You know, and grace. My uncle has grace. Never lost an election. To 2018, won Senate. And and funny enough, 2018, we were in APC. The late Sharuba one was in APC. He was 7th senator. He was meant to be the next governor. You know? Mm-hmm. But I don't know.
Okay, well, let's get into the next question. The first speech the governor made after he won, part of my key takeaway was the fact that he said he's going to move Osun State from a civil servant state to an infrastructure agri state. Yes. What's your take on that?
I mean, I feel like we're in 2026, you know what I'm saying? There should be new things, you know, new developments. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's a civil 7 states. But, you know what I'm saying, Osun has so much to offer. When we're going on the campaign, I saw like the mountains. I was like, yo, this looks like we're in like South Africa or something. You understand?
Yeah.
Like Osun has so much potential, especially when it comes to tourism, when it comes to sports. We're about to finish the stadium. After we finish the stadium, my plan is to also build a rec center for the youths, where they can come play football. You know what I'm saying? Everything, indoor basketball, indoor football, tennis, paddle, swimming pool. You know, where the youth can develop their minds, kind of change their minds. You know what I'm saying? Even with this election, even the people that even did bad. Because I know most of the thugs that they brought in were from outside, but there were still some that they were even ready to forgive everybody. Let's come. You guys come in and get rehabilitated. That mentality, I'm so happy that we stopped it. That mentality of, don't worry, election will buy votes, will bring people to kill. It's very useless type of thinking. I don't think I can forgive. I'm being honest.
Well, that's going to bring me to my next question. It's going to be 2 in 1. This talk about you don't think you can forgive. You made a tweet about your uncle not supporting anybody for presidency. And in the first speech he made, he declared his full support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Okay.
He has to do what I can't tell my uncle what to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Personally, me.
So you're not looking at being a politician maybe on the long run?
With this system? Me, they do me my own vexing, my own. See the one, no me they run. See as I they tweet. If now come, you go. I can't even do this with this system. The high blood pressure that, like, how can you wake up in the morning knowing that the people want you, and you can get rigged out? It cannot happen anywhere else in the world. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the grace of God really came and saved us.
So say the system is straight in your own time. Do you think you want to be a politician?
No.
Okay, let's.
I'm comfortable in my.
You're comfortable in your
current.
Are you sure? That's your final answer.
My job. Mm-hmm. Well, why am I famous?
Popular, global.
Music. Yeah,
music.
I defeated 17 governors with all their power, with all their immunity, with all their ADC, with all their escort commander, with all their DSS, with all their billions. I defeated them with what?
Just the phone.
Just the phone, madam. But to me, it's just like the political scene in Nigeria right now. Mm-hmm. It's not like there have been celebrities that have become presidents. Even Zelensky from Ukraine. Mm-hmm. He was an actor now. Actor and comedian. Then he became a president. George Weah of Liberia was a footballer. He became the president. Do you understand? So, leadership can come from anywhere for sure. But what I'm saying is that nothing is clear. The process of voting is not clear. Even when you enter, you go see the drag. Let's chop this on. No. Do you understand? Are the people around you even ready to serve? Do you understand? So for now, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I did what I had to do for the Osun people and for my family. You know?
That's a beautiful one. And
like I said, and the next day a lot of people were tweeting me, trying to rage bait me. Oh, make sure you do this for president. You can't come and tell me what to do. You can't force me to have a presidential candidate. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I don't want to be involved in it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. My uncle might have his personal reasons for the gain of the state. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm sure a governor being in good terms with the president
would drop off
maybe great more allocation. You know what I'm saying? But
okay, David.
That's for governor to decide. You know what I'm saying? He's been re-elected, and you know.
Okay. Now, my next question: 2 people in 1. Governor of Edo State, Sowore. I don't know if you realized Sowore actually granted us that interview where you
just wants that one. You know that one just likes attention. Let me tell you why Sowore is angry. Okay. We have everybody's receipts.
Okay.
During NSAS protest in Abuja that me and my guys we attended, we were all leading. So when I came, he now tried to, I just did like this. I beg, no, I don't want to join. Since that day, he has been bitter. With all those his fake handshakes going to court up and down. You see, that is a serious person. He'll be okay.
Okay.
He'll be fine.
So Governor Monday of Edo State, someone has said you should apologize to him for posting his results and calling him D7. What do you have to say about that?
I'm not going to apologize. I didn't do anything wrong. I was just letting people of the state the results their governor has. You understand? You came, you left your state, came to another state to Rigo. First came to Rig, then you come in and then you start talking that my uncle is a dancer, he's not a serious. The road to your government house is not done. My uncle is not serious. First of all, you were not even elected. You were selected. You didn't win those votes, sir. You don't know what it is to win an election. That's why you could go there and talk. And I feel so bad for his kids. Because they're like, see what my dad is doing. Do you understand? You are busy a sitting governor in his own state. Yes, a old governor staying in, where is he staying? Laim Hotel. Walking around Laim Hotel like in fact. Anyhow, Sha, finish your 3 years. We'll visit you when it's time for you to get re-elected.
Okay. We saw how much ovation you garnered, and how you were not quiet about this election, of course. I'm still going to be reiterating and talking about how big social media is. And some of the persons have said because of this, this generation, we say coconut head. We know the year word. And people are asking, are you going to maintain this energy for presidential election before you answer? Especially after your tweet again, when you said we are not supporting anybody for president.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have said we, because my uncle came immediately when he came out, to declare his support for Tinubu. But as for me, I'm not prepared to support anybody. Okay. Do you understand? I personally haven't seen anybody. Okay. You know what I'm saying? In the past, yes, I've supported. I've supported Atiku before when we were in PDP. Okay. And I even supported in 2015 when APC first did the merger. My late uncle Sherry Bawon was part of the APC, so I campaigned then. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I don't have a presidential candidate. It might change. It's not going to be APC. I'll say that one.
You know why I said coconut head now? You know why I said coconut head now?
No. But everybody should have their own, choice. To be honest.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get into your position in Osun State. You are the chairman of Sports Commission. And during campaign, the APC alleged that you did absolutely nothing. What do you have to say about that?
First of all, the first project. First of all, I have other jobs. Okay. They wouldn't understand what it is to have multiple jobs. Okay. There's a sports commissioner, which is the deputy governor, which doubles as the deputy governor and the sports commissioner for sports. When I was given that role as chairman, was December, this last December. When you talk about sports, what is the first thing that we need to even first do? Is fix the stadium. That's correct. Do you understand? And money has been allocated for that, right? Money has been allocated for the stadium. Now, if I go and do events, trying to raise money, what would they say? They say, what am I raising money for? Right? So I wanted the stadium to get done first. There are 3 things I want to do. There's 2 football teams in Osun, the females and male. We need to revamp it. We need to get new trainees. Okay. We need to get a facility where they can train, because if they train in the stadium, now it's spoiling the stadium all over again. Do you understand? The stadium should be meant for maybe big games and big events and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So there's a commissioner for sports. I'm not the commissioner for sports. The stadium is almost done. It's going to be done, I think, before the inauguration. And after the inauguration, I plan to do a concert there. Okay. A Davido concert there, to celebrate as well. All right. The people deserve it. But there's a lot of things I'm planning. I'm building a rec center. You know, that's one of the first projects after we finish the stadium. Brandish up back the football team, build the rec center. I want to, you know, have a place where the youth can go to take their mind off negative stuff. You know what I'm saying? Multiple football pitches, swimming pools, tennis, lawn tennis, table tennis, paddle, you know, karate, just a whole sports, you know what I'm saying, world that people can go and just, you know what I'm saying, learn new skills. And even if you know, attain skills from outside, come in and, you know, perfect them. You know, so that's another, you know, thing we're working on. And then also entertainment.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because, yes, I'm an entertainer, we also too have to brandish up the entertainment. There's so many plans, but obviously we've been campaigning for the past couple months. So, but I'm happy that, you know, we've gotten re-elected and we've been given another chance, you know, to fulfill, especially me just coming in a couple months ago to fulfill, you know, all my promises.
Well, two more questions before we wrap up.
Okay.
I went to Iwo Town and it felt like small London.
Okay.
But then the governor is still saying he's going to make it into a small London. Yeah. And I'm wondering, what next?
Man, governor right now is overwhelmed by the love. Like, even me just driving here from our country home down here, everybody, Imole. Yes, man. And, you know, they all grew up here, my family, my father, him. So I'm sure he's proud of himself when people come and say, man, Osun has changed. Like before, like we didn't used to want to come and stay a couple days. Now we come and stay 1 week, almost 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? And more people from the diaspora have been coming back home. And even a lot of people came from America, came from London to come and vote. You know what I'm saying? So Excellency has been doing a great job with, you know, transforming not only there, but transforming all the other, you know, towns. And I feel like that's why all our votes increased. Because every town was touched.
Okay.
You know?
Final question before you would, of course, address Nigerian youths. Some people have said Nigerians are not ready to fight for their rights and claim their country back. Yeah. But with one single tweet, you were able to mobilize people to the front of INEC. I don't know if you saw videos,
yes,
but we drove through and the front of INEC was in total chaos. Do you think you're going to be a voice for Nigerian youth? Because the position you hold right now, whether you like it or not, it carries weight and it goes a long way. And there are people who look up to you, and I'm talking about not just our generation, but the younger generation coming. Do you think you could be that voice for this generation?
I should be. I should be. Like I said, I was also doing it for my family. I was doing it for Osun, but I was also doing it because I kept on saying don't. Because I hate it when people would always come to me and be like, "Guy, that's so Nigeria day." I'm like, no, we have to stop thinking like that. That's so it be, Joe. I beg, that's so it be. I said, no, that's like, we have to stop thinking like this. That's why they keep getting over on us. Like, I was so adamant. I was like, please, God, please let me beat the system to show these people that it's possible, please. Like, even though I'm not ground, let me just do this for us, please, God. Because I just feel like Nigeria was just going in the wrong direction. Like I told you before, I know how many people were just like, I've been paid to do the wrong thing, but for once, let's do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just happy that I was able to do that. Like, trust me, like, that was one day in my life I'd never forget. And I feel like we've gone down in history because what was against us was only a miracle. It took a miracle to get us out of that. And also they were making mistakes days to the election. Making like mistakes. First was Father Senator Faransi. Very big mistake. I posted it straight on my page. EFCC holding. Another mistake. That woman that was carrying Gary shouting everywhere. Another mistake.
Okay.
Okay. Big mistake. Ajile Soro, and this Ajile Soro pained me because now my man be that. And when he was trying to leave, I was like, guy, don't leave, don't do this to us, don't do this. Bro, all these people entered on the base of Imole on 2022 because it was a wave. Imole was the only governor that did all the South of Rep, all the senators. You know what I'm saying? So it's so sad that, you know what I'm saying, only like 2-3 stayed. You know what I'm saying? But I want to give a shout out to the Imole Youth Mobilization team. They did an amazing job. You know what I'm saying? I want to give another big shout out to Barrister Pelumi. You know what I'm saying? To me, that was the MVP of this election. You know what I'm saying? Also, my father, Dr. Deji Adeleke, Yeye, Chief of Staff, DG, our DG, and to be honest, the governor himself. You know what I'm saying? I'm so proud of him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. If you could tell Nigerian youth something, David, what would you tell them?
It's possible to beat the system. You know what I'm saying? It's possible to beat the system. We're not in any headlock that like we thought we was. You know what I'm saying? Especially us coming together. I feel like the only way they get over on us is when we're divided.
Okay.
Do you understand? Like, for example, should we just be honest?
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest, the opposition now in Nigeria, if they're going to say, okay, David, put your money down, like I have to decide. This is not, I don't want to be involved in presidential election. I might say, okay, I think the president might walk over on it because the opposition is divided. On the South alone, almost 8 people want to be president. Why can't all of you guys sit down together? Because let me tell you, if there was a unified opposition, the presidents might have a problem. But they're not unified, so it's going to take a lot. But for what happened in Osun, there's still hope. You know what I'm saying? All the youths in Nigeria were the future, were the ones in charge now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So don't let anybody, give you the idea that our voices don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because it actually does.
Okay, I know I said final question, but let's talk about family.
Yes.
Everybody envies the bond between you, your uncle, and then it was live. I mean, I was there when I saw your uncle prostrate for his sister.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to get back home because of that and start looking at my brother like, you better obey me right now. But then, can you maybe share tips or something? How is the bond so tight and admirable?
Like since we became kids, that's how like our parents just raised us.
Okay.
Like even I didn't know that my cousins were my cousins. I thought my cousins were my brothers and sisters. It's when I was maybe getting to 6, 7. I was like, okay, they're my cousins. That's the way our family, raised us. Especially for our grandma, you know what I'm saying? Like she always had everybody together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The love, I feel like it's just natural. You know what I'm saying? And we always support each other. Mm-hmm. Anytime I have any music events, all my family, comes. Anytime, each on ourselves just are doing something, we always make sure we're there for each other. Our kids, what our own parents did with our kids, keeping us together, that's exactly what we're doing with our kids now. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's worked out well for us. We always stick together. No matter what, we always stick together. And it's just been good, man. Even when I was mourning my son, the only way I overcame that loss was my family. You know what I'm saying? With my family. Stuck together and make sure that, I was okay and I go back to where I needed to be. So, shout out to family, man.
Yeah, shout out to family. You've heard that. Thank you very much for honoring this interview. We have to quickly rush back to the studio. But then before we go, united we stand, divided we fall. Remember that Nigeria cannot do it alone, or you can do it alone. The more we come together, the more we progress together in Nigeria. But this is where we wrap it up for now, an NC exclusive with the global superstar, David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido.